Here we go, just quickly. Wimbledon players will no longer be referred to as Miss or Ms. The other way around, it's Ms or Miss. And then probably Mrs as well. Alright, I'm not even going to press the button. Reason being, the computer then loses other things depending how they've set the thing to crash. Anyway, that's the problems I'm having at the moment doing videos. You press one button, everything goes and all this sort of stuff. See how this, that's why I'm not pressing the actual thing there. Anyway, and they say female tennis players at Wimbledon will no longer be referred to by Ms or Miss. Alright, as the All England Lawn Tennis Club says, it has to move with the times. It has to move with the times. So something as men and women's tennis, there's all this LGBT stuff is getting into it, you know, the non-gender stuff and all that sort of stuff. They probably like that in that sport. You know what I mean? Because there's been some shenanigans going on with gender, I reckon, on either side. You know what I mean? Serena. Anyway, when will it stop then? Yeah, because if you think about it, yeah, this non-gender stuff, it doesn't recognise male or female. This is the tip in the toe in the water. This is. It's got into a sport, yeah, and it'll grow because they're allowing it to grow, which means there's no, they don't want gender either and all this sort of stuff. They're genderless. It's all about this genderless future society they try and get in. Right. So where will it stop after this seed has been planted? Right. Let's have a look. Because at the same time, you've got the media pushing this non-gender stuff. And they're also at the same time, this is a morning picture. Looks like a tranny actually, to be fair. Right. Anyway. And they're calling it Miss World. So they're promoting the one Miss, but it's probably the tranny deceiving angle because the whole of Miss America and all that sort of stuff and Miss World is all tranny. Yeah, now fair enough if they're blinking honest about it, have a trans world, you know, beauty competition or whatever. Yeah, don't lie about it. It's the lying. Because that manipulation of the lie behind everything else is utter piss taking. Right? Now we've got this modern world where no gender's recognised or trying to push in. It's not male or female. It's a genderless other thing, right? Yeah, and the rest of the world, it's just pockets of the blinking modern world because they've got bugger else to do. They want to make money off the operations and pills they're going to bang out to people that are going to be heading for a blinking suicide death slide of a 60% death rate, 30% blinking getting your operations redone in pain, depression, and all that lot. So there's going to be about 7% of them are going to be happy. And their happiness is then being on the same normal line as apparently everybody else, male or female. Yeah? All that. Anyway, so it's thousands and billions to be made off everybody's souls and bodies, is what I'm saying. Now, where does it stop, though? Yeah? No king, no queen, no prince, no princess. No lord, no baron, no male, no female, no him or her. Yeah, so we all brainwash ourselves into this stupid next phase of blinking, being told that a man is not a man, a woman is not a woman, all that rubbish. We forget this, right? Millions and millions and millions of old mobile phones have been sent to the lower places of the wealthy countries, let's say. Lower wealth. African tribes, everybody's got mobile phones. All the world has got mobile phones, right? Now, them people, those countries have been told what to do by all the other countries around the world. These leading countries. the ones that are now telling everybody that a man is not a man and a woman is not a woman, implement it into their systems, like from tennis to law and all this sort of stuff, giving their kids hormones at 2, making them wear whatever, to go down a death slide at 6% suicide rate, plus misery. All these other countries have access to this information and know what they're doing and how they're manipulating the leading countries. And these lower countries are being shit on, right, by now countries who are saying to the rest of the world that a man isn't a man anymore and a woman is a woman. Now, if I was in those countries, I would feel I'd be pissed off. I would feel utterly pissed off. Think about it. We all know man is man and woman is woman. But while we're trendy media bollocks and pissing about in sport and because we're bored Western world or Eastern world, because it happens everywhere. You know, the wealth, where the wealth is. But all the skink countries got access to us lot. Now try to tell everybody that a man is not a man and a woman is not a woman. Now that is stupid. If I was suppressed that much in another, no, I'd all flock over it. Not for them, I'd flock over it, I think, just to get rid of you all. Because we've made all their bloody world shit, haven't we? Our charities are based around the starvation of everything all the time. And now we've given more phones. And our leading countries are now saying that a man is not a man and a woman is not a woman. And they're not just saying it giggle bollocks. They're changing things like the tennis to accept it. They're changing laws. And when you take away all the faff and the money and the manipulation in the media, you're left with probably the real people on the planet. And they know what a man is, and they know what a woman is. And they also know that those brains that have been controlling them for years, they would think, yeah, they are pretty clever. They design this, design this, design that, and design this. You know, the intellect or whatever, the wealth and all that lot, you know, will push them down there and all this sort of stuff. And now they're going to wake up and realise we're full of shit. Because to reverse that, and now then start telling people, the rest of the world, when man's being shoved right down there and woman's being shoved right down there, we're going to turn around and tell them who've got access, because they've got all these little phones, that where they stand is full of shit. They're not even a man and they're not even a woman anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah? There's an agenda working, everyone, that's stirring the whole world just to screw you all up, and whatever settles, they will have. And they will also try and push in laws so that it settles for good. It's got pedophilia involved in it, the lot. Because if they're going to convince you that a man is not a man and a woman is not a woman, and they will make you then behave in that manner, they will be able to do that with your age of consent. And there'll be loads of people around the world. When you go on holidays and all that lot, they're going to start thinking even more stupid. Never mind with flip-flops and socks on, or flip-flops and sandals, or women with massive hats, massive beach hats or whatever. They're going to think, these people think a man is not a man and a woman is not a woman. And it's not them just guessing, it's because the rest of the world has access to the fact that that's what we believe. And yet the modern world stamps down on man and woman itself to then turn around and say they're not a man and a woman. Yeah? I think there's going to be problems out there when you're holidaying about where these people are just going to take the piss. I think they're doing that already. But we've got it a bit confused with it must be our benefits they're after. But they're after that as well. You know why? They're going to be after everything. Because we're all starting to be told and be forced to believe, and we're complying. Well, I'm bloody not. That man is not a man and a woman is not a woman. Think about it before we skip down a path of crap.